soon as it starts to drizzle, easy feels like it's showtime. Hey guys, how you doing? It's been 2 weeks since my dermatologist appointment, and I received a call from them to come do a follow-up. So I'm getting ready to go. I was actually just going to leave the house, and then I got a call from a courier from a shop that I ordered from like last week, saying that he is close to deliver my order. So I'm gonna wait for him to deliver my order, and then I will head out. But yeah, let's go see. Actually, I have some new scars. Like, that's not a beauty spot, that's like a pimple that I played with too much, and so it's like scarring. I have to go and report myself. But generally I think that my skin is doing good. So yeah, I love these. I bought these foam rollers maybe 8 years ago because I was just starting with my natural hair journey, actually my relaxed hair journey, and I wanted to do like a roller set where I could air dry my hair because I was so scared of heat then. And like these foam rollers made it so that I could sleep in the rollers, and I bought this like 8 years ago, and they've come in handy now. So yeah, let's go see what this dermatologist has to tell me. So I've been waiting for this package because this courier told me he was at a certain location, and that location is max 20 minutes away from where I am. It's been 2 hours, and I have to go to the dermatologist, which I already explained before. And I figured that if he's 20 minutes away, let me wait for him. When he comes, then I go. It's been 2 hours. He's now telling me that he was in another place. I mean, I think it was my mistake because the names of the places sound similar, but I could have gone and been back. I figured like since we've waited, I might as well look at the package. So I did order some dresses. I don't know, I like lately when I open my wardrobe, I'm looking for an outfit. I feel like I can't find an outfit, so I ordered some dresses. This one is a Primark dress. It's a really nice floral dress. I'll try it on at some point. I don't know if I'll put it in the video, but long maxi dress. I don't like maxi dresses because I'm short and I feel like it makes me look shorter, but I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone. And this is another floral one. I feel like one of my friends needs to invite me. Also, this new look. I feel like one of my friends needs to invite me to a picnic so that I can wear this. But yeah, I've been waiting for 2 hours, so I'm now going to go. I requested a ride. I need to drive this year, guys. I need to drive this year. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm scared to drive. Do you see the trotros on the road? I'm really scared. I don't know how to call them, these drivers on the road. No, but I need to drive this year because anyway. So I'm waiting for my ride, and then we'll go. Bye. Finally at the clinic. Today's visit was really short. It was 30 minutes altogether, and I will share details about this review at the end of the video. But when I left the clinic, I was craving chichinga kebab. So I walked to the Papa's Pizza because it was around 7 minutes away, and the kebab wasn't ready. They said that the kebab seller starts at 4 p.m. and at this point, man, I was so mad because I was really craving kebab. But I figured that since I have come all this way, let me sit down, rest my legs, and order something. So I got chicken wings and pineapple juice. Honestly, it was a good alternative because the chicken wings tasted really good. But halfway through my meal, this woman comes into the place and insists on sitting at my table. She said she was sitting there because the fan was above my table, but as you can see, there's a fan behind me and there was a table below that one too, so she could have sat there. But the woman was drinking a big bottle of club and pizza, and I was shook because I didn't know anybody could drink beer and pizza so early in the day. Anyway, this pineapple juice was really good that I ended up ordering 2 more to send home for my husband and I. I really like the juice. When I was done, it was time to request a ride home. And at this point, I was waiting because the driver was just a minute away. I was really obsessed with the clouds because the clouds have been very heavy lately. And by looking at the clouds, I knew it was going to rain. And my meteorological skills are there because it did rain. It rained very, very heavily. So my ride came and then we started the journey home. On our way home, the clouds started to change, started to get really, really dark, and the wind started blowing all over the place. You can see the birds hovering. I knew that it was going to be heavy rain with the way that the birds were flying. If you look at the clouds, you can see how heavy it was. It almost looked like the clouds could just fall on the floor. I was really fascinated by the clouds. At this point, the winds were blowing heavily, but it hadn't started raining. And then out of nowhere, the rain started really, really heavily. Now I was contemplating in my head how I'm going to get out of the car and run into my house because we're really, really close at this point. But your girl did it. I ran inside. Guys, I don't know if I should laugh or if I should cry. I just came into my house after strategically running through the rain and it's lights off. There's no light. The power is out. I have no electricity. Why? Because ECG loves attention. It's raining. The rain cannot be the center of attention. It has to be ECG. So as soon as it starts to chisel, ECG is like, it's showtime. And then they start to take the light. I'm calm, positive vibes, good vibes. Anyway, yeah, so the lights are out. I was planning to watch Love is Blind because on my way home I got a notification from Netflix that says season 4 is out. But turns out it's not Love that is blind, it is Miranisa that is blind because ECG has taken my light. Good vibes. Anyway, until I get light, I am going to read on my Kindle because there's nothing else I can do. Or sleep. Read or sleep. Actually, I want to read because I have a few books that I need to finish and I have been procrastinating. So I'll use this time to read, but I'm ready to square up with ECG. Hey guys, the lights are on. Thank goodness, because boredom was starting to kill me. And my phone is off. So a minute later and I would have been dead. But it's currently 5 p.m, which means that the lights were off for at least 3 hours because when I got home it was around 2, and I'm sure that the lights were off even before I got home because ECG. Anyway, I said that I was going to sleep or read a book. I did neither of those things because the neighborhood is extra noisy today. Somebody is doing some work, so there's a lot of heavy machinery going up and down, heavy trucks. And then it sounds like they are mixing concrete. So you can hear that vibration and it goes really, really loud and then it goes low and then it goes loud again. A lot of annoyance. I've been essentially annoyed for the past 3 hours. I tried to watch some YouTube videos and it distracted me a bit, but not enough. So I really am glad that the lights are back on because then I can watch my Love is Blind and I feel like I would have even better distractions, especially with my phone being back on. Anyway, since it's quieter a bit now, I wanted to give you an update on the dermatologist appointment today. If you're new here, 2 weeks ago, for the first time, I went to the dermatologist with one motive. I want baby bottom smooth skin. For most of my life, I have dealt with acne and skin picking, and that has resulted in a lot of acne scarring, especially on my face. And I'm ready to change that because this year we are on a mission to making ourselves the best version of ourselves. And that means having the best skin that I can have. I chose to go to a dermatologist because I wanted to understand what causes my acne. I wanted a treatment plan that would address the scarring and then minimize the scarring, and then I wanted a regimen that I could use long term. And honestly, I have tried a lot of skincare routines, but I'm never consistent. But I am so convinced that if a doctor gave me a routine, I will be consistent on that. So which is why I chose to go to a dermatologist. Today was the 2-week review after the first visit. So if you haven't seen that vlog and you're just watching this video, I strongly advise that you watch that video and then watch this review, or watch that after so that you understand what I'm saying in this video. Today's visit was really short. I think I spent maybe 10 minutes in total with the dermatologist because it was a review and he just wanted to find out if I had any adverse reactions to any of the treatment, how it was going for me, if I was comfortable with it, if there were any changes he needed to make. Say one of the products I was using was causing me to break out, and he wanted to find out also if there have been some changes to my skin. Before we get into the conversation with the dermatologist, I just want to say that the past 2 weeks have been a breeze for me. I really like the routine he put me on. It's really simple, it's really sustainable. It's 3 steps. Wash your face, moisturize, treat your face. And I have been consistent in the past 2 weeks following this routine. I have followed the steps just as he prescribed. I have taken the multivitamins just as he prescribed, and I have been doing good. I would say though I haven't noticed any real significant changes to my face, but he explained why, and then I would explain it when I go into our conversation. And my skin has felt drier. Also, I would explain why. But I think that the routine has been great, and I'm happy to continue on it for a significantly long time. Now to the conversation with the dermatologist. 1, he's happy that I have been consistent with the plan. I let him know very early on that I do have some issues with being consistent, so he's glad that I have stuck to it. 2, I let him know how sustainable this plan is for me, and he's happy with that because the more sustainable this is for me, the more consistent I will be. So it's a double win. And 3, he's glad that I haven't had any adverse reactions or negative reactions to any of the products I'm on. So 3 stars, 5 stars basically. However, before I went to see him, I had 2 main concerns. The first one was that I wasn't sure what order of products I should use. So especially when it came to tretinoin, I was kind of confused. Was I supposed to moisturize before I did tretinoin, or was I supposed to do tretinoin before I moisturize? And typically I have been doing tretinoin before I moisturize, but that has been making my skin dry, which is my second concern. My second concern was that my skin was starting to feel more dry. So he has clarified to me, and what we are going to be doing going forward is moisturize and then tretinoin. But if I'm still feeling like my skin is dry, I could do like a layer. So I could do wash my face, moisturize, tretinoin, moisturize. The other thing was he looked at my skin and he says it still feels and looks dry and tight. So I need to up my moisturizer. And honestly, I kind of understand why he would say that, because when I started to use the moisturizer, I felt like it was wet, like water. So I started to use less and less of it as the days progressed. But what he has advised me to do is to moisturize with a good, generous amount. Even if my face feels wet, give it time to absorb and dry into the skin. And then after that, do my treatment. So I need to use more moisturizer than I'm using now. That was basically everything from this 2-week review. I'm supposed to go back in another 2 weeks for another review, and then after that we would prolong our meeting. So instead of doing 2 weeks, we will do a month, every 2 months, every 3 months, depending on my needs. So I'll be back in another 2 weeks to see if there are any changes, if there's any significant changes. But so far, I'm really glad I took the first step to go see the dermatologist. And if it's something that you've been thinking about, I highly recommend it. I'm happy to be on the routine that I'm on, and I plan on being consistent. That is the end of the video. If you're new here, join the family, join the community, join the gang. We do a lot of fun things here and you don't want to be left out. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey, I see you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for coming back to watch my videos. If you've watched the video this far, leave a comment down below of your favorite emoji and your favorite skincare product. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends so that we can continue to grow and put out more exciting content. Bye, loves!